Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're with a 1971 Honda CB350 Derby green metallic tank, and we're going to try to make it look better. According to the Honda Motorcycle Identification Guide from 1959 to 1988, this Derby green metallic, is a 1 year only color from 1971. So if you happen to see one, a CB350, easy way to identify it is that this is a 1 year only color. So as we get started, this is our arsenal that we're going to play with. Dawn dishwashing liquid, because if it's good enough for the ducks, it's good enough for us. Then we've got our clay bar kit, some instant detail to go along with it. Then we'll compound it with the drill, and then we'll finish it off with this NXT Tech Wax 2.0. Guys, use whatever stuff you have laying around. That's what I'm doing. And then something to drink, because who knows, we may need it. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, this is one of my favorite things to do. Although this tank, we're starting off at a pretty good spot. But you don't always start off that way. And it's amazing the outcomes that you'll get if you just a little elbow grease. This CB350 that we did, the paint was all chalky, and we just did a little, I think that one we wet sanded a bit, and then we came through it. But look at the difference before and after. A little bit of elbow grease. It's amazing. It'll take you a long way. Let's get started. Okay guys, start with a clean bucket, or clean-ish bucket, and then use just a little bit of this Dawn dishwashing soap. You're not going to need much. And then fill it up. To make cleaning the side covers easier, I'm just going to dump them in it, just like washing dishes. Okay guys, let's take a closer look at this tank while we're out here. It appears to only have a couple of dings. It's got this one right here. It's got a little shallow one right here. It's just dirty. None on this. It's got another shallow one right here. And guys, you don't need a fancy shop to do this in. As you can see, I'm doing it in my driveway, AKA my paint booth. So I'm gonna see if I can get this little, this badge off. They just pry off, so I just need to get underneath here a little bit. Just a little bit to pry it up. Like to use a little bitty screwdriver for that. Some people say you can use some dental floss or something like that. You just have to negotiate it off. I'm trying to avoid snapping the little pin. There, it's coming out. There we go. Just full of, hey, this pulled the little retaining clip off. We'll get that off. Let's go ahead and do the other side too. And then this guy is going right in the bucket. There we go. You don't have to worry, these things come right back to shape. So I'm gonna drop that one in the bucket too. So let me go ahead and show you the inside of the tank. It's not bad at all. I mean, it has a little bit of like staining, a little surface rust. We rinse that out and we'll be good to go. Let me close this cap again. And then we're going to start just hosing it off. This is such a pretty color. I hope we get somewhere near this when we're done. The way it looks wet, shoot, that would be awesome. So let's get our soapy water at this. And then a little hand washing. How do you guys let me know down below. What do you like to do? How do you like to clean it? What's the first thing you like to do with these old tanks? I like to put soap on them. I know I like to, first thing to do is put soap on it, typically. Just 'cause I think it gives it a carrier for the dirt to move away from. I don't know if that's a real thing, but yeah, you need the bubbles so the dirt can move away. At least that's what I think. The good thing is that this tank feels a whole lot better than majority of the tanks we deal with. Let's give it another washing. Can't go wrong with a good scrubbing. That's what my grandmama used to say. Some of you guys may be excited that I'm not on the pavement doing this. Hey, you know, you live and you learn. I didn't feel like bending over today. Oh, favorite Halloween candy. What's your favorite Halloween candy? You got to go to, like, you're like, ooh, that's the one I really enjoy. Is there one? Are you a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup kind of fan? Are you a, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite? Favorite Halloween candy. I like any of it. I'm gonna just go on record and say I'm a pretty equal opportunity candy enthusiast. I think I'm more chocolate than anything else. So when our kids were younger, I liked the candy that they didn't, because that was the one that was always available. Which is the same reason why I ate ice cream, chocolate ice cream when they were kids. It wasn't because I was a huge fan of chocolate ice cream. I was a fan because they weren't. And I could leave it in the, and Carrie doesn't like it either, so I could leave it in the freezer and nobody else would eat it. So you gotta find your way around when there's 6 people living in a house. Oh, by the way, we've been cleaning this tank. It looks pretty good. If it gets anywhere near this when we're done, it's gonna be awesome. This is really, it feels good. I mean, it doesn't, a lot of times you get these and they're really gritty. This doesn't, so it doesn't have a lot of contaminants in it, but we're still gonna do the clay bar, which we're gonna jump on that right now. So this clay bar kit that I use, and I've been using it, I just save them in here. I'm not using it on the car or anything, I only use it on these motorcycles. And I put them back in a bag and I just leave them and I come back and forth to it. It works for me. Flatten it out, then we'll start rubbing it on. I'm not an expert at this, guys. This is just, obviously you can tell by my, where I'm doing it, but you get lucky, you do it enough. Yeah, I've got some discovery education, right? I mean, I discover what I don't want to do again. And then just spray some of the, whatever lubricant you're using. I'm using this Instant Detailer. I think it's what came in the kit. I'm using that. Use whatever you want, guys. And I am a creature of habit, so if I find something that works, I tend to stay with it for a long time. Let me know if you're that way. I'm not very big on change. You can ask my wife that. Same thing, I buy the same jeans, I wear the same stuff, same shoes. If I get shoes that I like, I don't want to think about it. So that's kind of what I do. Oh, I guess Carrie's happy about that because I've only had one wife, so. Could have been really into change and had a bunch of them by now. But 38 years later. Look, you can see here that white, there's stuff on there and it's just, it'll get it. Look, it's getting that stuff on the white, which this is really good, especially with, you could wet sand it. This tank, I don't believe you need to wet sand it. And you have to be careful when you're wet sanding, especially these type paint jobs. The metallic, the green bit is going to be thicker than this black and white. This is going to be really thin because they put it on last. And so sometimes you can burn through them pretty quickly. So it's kind of nice just using the clay bar. But look, it's getting that off. Nice, just. And I didn't bother to dry the tank after I washed it. I just went right at it. Because I needed some moisture so it could lubricate the clay bar. So working on the white on this side. This tank is not bad at all. Let's make a very pretty rider. especially if you get those dents out. When we do a little PDR and get those dents out, or soften them up a little bit, I think we'll be okay. Okay, let's wipe this off. It is a little faded on top, but not bad. So much better, and it feels just like glass, which is awesome. By the time we compound this and polish it and wax it, it's gonna look so much better. And we're gonna do the same thing to the side covers. Everything we're doing here, we're gonna do the side covers too, so you'll just see those done at the end. And guys, if you only had 15 minutes for your motorcycle, you could be done right now, right? A little clay bar, wash it, a little clay bar on the tank, you'd be done. But if you give it another 15 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and put some compound on it and see if we can make this shine a little deeper. So just using a little of this Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. Why? Because it's what I have. And my DeWalt drill and just this foam pad, a well-used foam pad. And then I'm just gonna polish it up, start on one side and work my way over. Again, I am not an expert at this, but I've had great luck in using just this. I've had great results just coming from just using this. If I had a DA, it'd be even better. But I don't, so I use what I have. Okay, let's wipe it off. And guys, if you want to learn more of maybe the right way to do this, there are great channels out there. I'm a guy in his driveway. But that looks pretty good. For what is this? 1971, so 54, we're 2025, yeah. 54-year-old paint. And with just a little elbow grease, that looks really good. Really, really good. Okay, working on the other side. Did that work? Start off on just slow, just so I don't sling compound everywhere. I typically do that. That's why I'm more than happy to be doing it outside, because I sling it all over. And to me, to be honest, I spend more time on the top than I do on the sides. These typically don't get as much wear. They're covered by some of your leg. And then this is the part that people see the most, is right in here. Then it kind of fades away. So I like to concentrate more of my attention here than anywhere else. And you can buy these foam pads for your drill on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. You can get them at Harbor Freight. God, this is such a pretty color. Oh, it looks so good. It's just, I thought it was smooth before. Yeah, I'm glad I went back over here. There was kind of a scratch. You can still kind of see it, but it's cleared up a lot more. Let me get a clean towel and we can give it one final wipe. Here we go. Look at that. That is so pretty. I can't wait to bring this thing into the sun. See what it looks like. But we got one more step to go through first before we get to do that. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to use is this Meguiar's NXT Next Generation Tech Wax 2.0. I don't know if they're on 3.0. This thing is old. I've been using it for a long time. and it just works. Okay, just a little on the little foam applicator, and then just gonna rub it in. I may have used a lot, but it's all right. We can spread that around. I guess this is before, this stuff came out before like ceramic coating and stuff like that came out. Maybe it's older technology, maybe it's not the next generation, maybe it's a past generation, but I love the way it works. Okay, now let's do the nice little wipey. Jeez, look at that. It's slick. It's like once you get it wiped off, it's just super slick. Let's fold it one more time. It's kind of like changing your shirt and just flipping it inside out so you have a clean one. Just keep flipping it till you get to a clean side. Such a pretty color. So guys, on any tank, if you spend half hour, 45 minutes, a little bit of elbow grease, doing what we did, clay bar, compound, and then wax on top of it, I'm not gonna say you're gonna get these results. It all depends on where you're starting from. But I guarantee you this, it will be better than where you started. And this guy was good already. I said I was hoping I could get it to look like it did when it's wet. I think it looks better because look, you can see us in there. That is pretty awesome when you see that. Look on this. It is considerably better than what it was. We got pretty good reflection back there. Yeah, that's awesome. Looks so much better. And half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, it's amazing the difference that we can end up with. Let's put the badges back on and see what it looks like in the sun. Okay guys, let's check and see if our efforts paid off. Look at this guy in the sun. Could you imagine sitting right there? See, this guy is nice. Came out so good. The side covers look really good too. It's so good. So much better. I'm trying to stay out of the sun so you can see it, and guys, just a little bit of elbow grease. So there you go. Clay bar, compound, and then wax of your choice. You don't have to use these. That's what I have. And I've had this guy forever, I had this guy forever. These, I go through it. Why did I buy that one? It's probably on sale. And then I stick with what I like. But that is so much better. Guys, 54-year-old paint. You don't always have to go run to the paint booth. Just polish that sucker up. I mean, look at this. That's such a pretty color. Like I said, guys, this is one of my favorite things to do because you see, it's an immediate, instant gratification. You see the results of your efforts. The more efforts you put in, the greater your results. It's just like everything, right? The more I put in, the more I'm going to get out. And this is a prime example. Although, let's be honest, this was a really good tank that we started with. But we've done this with really crappy tanks too. And again, we don't make them concourse. What we do is we make them a lot better than where they were. That's the goal. Can I make it better than what it was? And I think we did. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Oh, by the way, tell me what your favorite CB350 color is. This, and you can go into CB354s too. So if you want to go into that Candy Bacchus Olive, the gold, the blue, the iris, the purple, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. What's your favorite Honda CB350 color?